Okay, I have to put lotion on my feet again. But since I've been doing this, something happened to the right foot. I didn't see like an accident or anything, but uh, I don't know if this will get better. It's like, I'll just point to it. It's right here, something. Okay, so back to the lotion. This is for the heel, has dry skin. So I want to talk about Dr. McNichols. I have never met Dr. McNichols. Do you know that? You don't know that because this is YouTube. When I post it, it will be YouTube. So since I don't know Dr. McNichols, what about all the other doctors that I've had? And don't forget the people on YouTube who have asked for me to stop using YouTube and go back to the doctor and talk to the doctors about my problems. Yeah, I don't talk to doctors about my problems in person. So it's very interesting that you think I have done that, and I am also using YouTube for the same reason. But I know. The doctors don't know what's wrong with it. The doctors have a penis. Well, so what I have to do if I see a doctor is whatever he says. It's not really what I say. I don't really talk to the doctor because he is the doctor to himself. Why am I there? Because I'm the doctor to myself. Yeah. Well, the doctor I use for pharmacy, yeah. He's a pharmacist to myself. He's a doctor to himself. He's a pharmacist to myself. But I only use the pharmacy because you don't know what's wrong with my keys. You don't know. It's not alive that way for you to know. So I need pharmacy in public, but that's illegal. Pharmacy is due inside of a prison. Yes, but I'm not going to jail for you. So it's pharmacy in public for light drugging. Although I have to say, the diagnosis for Parkinson's disease, that was unfortunate because I am not a male. Yeah. So the diagnosis was like mental illness, and then they gave me medication that treated my Parkinson's disease to myself. How old was I when I had Parkinson's? Year 2017, is that true? Until 2022, yeah. Parkinson's for 5 years. I just broke the seal. Yes, I felt it. So, what is there to say? We were having the talk about Wendy Rauscher and Joel and Myroff before I turned on the camera, and I'm still not satisfied with its position. Is that better? Okay. And Ryan Myroff. Oops, Ryan Olson. Ryan Olson, I don't know who you are. No. Who are you? Because why is Joellen living with somebody else? Is she not able to live in a house by herself? That's interesting. Why is she living with a penis? Well, she is herself a castration of a penis. She is a boy to me because she was 5 years old that has no breast development and she grew up. So you want her to carry the weight of her childhood where she doesn't have breasts and then she's developed from, of course, let's start from being small kindergartner, grown up all the way to be. So when is the greeting with Ryan Olson? And why are you still there? Because can she just have somebody else? Yeah. Are you trying to save her from an STD? I think it's too late if she's not in Wisconsin anymore. So you don't have to be with her in Oregon. It's goodbye. If you hear me saying goodbye to Ryan Olson, then it's too late for Ryan because I'm not going to help you with that. Are you there for the Honda CRV? So how did Jolyn get another car? Did she go back to Wisconsin and she traded in the car with her dad? She owes that she did this. Drive back to Wisconsin with the Honda CRV and trade in the car with Mr. Myroff. And then Mr. Myroff will take the old car back to the car dealership so that he can report that Joe Allen went all the way to Oregon with the car dealership's car a long time ago. Well, and that he should also report how much money she gave him because Joellen told me that she bought the car from Mr. Myroff. That's so funny. Did you have to buy a car from someone with the same last name as you? Because I don't have a car at all. And I used to be tall enough to drive. And I had a tennis racket and worked out at the gym. And I had everything I had for like more than 20 years. And then some hoopiness. I just want you to know, I have a head and genitals. And you are really mentally impossible with how much you have thieved myself. Well, you're not paying out a key, but you don't know that each other is doing that because I am myself. Everything is mine to myself because I alive. I don't have another excuse. I don't have an excuse for why it is not mine to myself. Everything is mine to myself because I am myself. I alive. Not just here, but I alive creation. All of it, everywhere, ever, eternal. I founded creation. I am the part that is present here, the top. So, why are you going away with things that are yours to yourself in front of me? Joellen, why did you take a Honda CRV and drive all the way to Oregon? And Mr. Myroff said before she was going to leave, but we didn't see her leave yet. She was still in Mamma Mia's restaurant in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Mr. Myroff says, I don't believe in God. I was sitting right there, but I don't believe in God myself because you stole so much money, not just Joellen. If for Joellen to want to know a little bit more about me, I need to be elsewhere away from Moser. But I still need the last name Moser because what is the need to change it? The point of the last name Moser is that came from Mrs. Plesko. And I know Joellen knows who that is, but I know Joellen did not hear me get the last name from Mrs. Plesko because Joellen was in Mrs. Randall's class. But she was in the next room. I'm just letting you know it's that far in the wrong to know who I am by YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, that's so far in the wrong. You're further in the wrong than if I get in a transportation and I travel to someplace else and meet new people. Yeah, you're further in the wrong than that. So I'm just telling you to give Joellen the money. Okay, she is in Mrs. Randall's class. As if it's in like there are 4 classes in a square and they are divided this way. And she is over there in like, if I count mine as number 1, she's in number 3, either way you count it. And she's in like that square over there and it's blocked off with 2 walls. So Mrs. Plesko must walk the class from our classroom to over to Mrs. Randall's classroom for me to see Joellen. And that is like between 2 walls. And she did not hear Mrs. Plesko give me my name the first time. But if the class is introduced in front of Mrs. Randall's class, she can hear my name that way. Yeah, but that's not without reading everybody else's name in the class. I was not introduced as that I am there for the soul, which is really, I am the soul, but I am in mutilated genitals. So I'm not named Joel, the soul here. I am in mutilated genitals, and it's named Becky by Donna. I did not name myself Becky either. So that's why I did not say, hi, Joellen, my name is Becky. I did not because it's named by Donna, and then the school named me Becky and add the name Moser. And that happened in the classroom, just divided by the walls this way and this way, and Joellen didn't hear it. Can you hear me on YouTube? Because you're so far in the wrong. I want Joellen to have the money. Yeah. So here's the money I would not give Joellen. A key to a Honda CRV to drive from state of Wisconsin through, okay, let's go through it, through state of Minnesota, through state of North Dakota, through state of Montana, to state of Oregon. Did I do that right? Is that how you get from Wisconsin to Oregon? Did I miss anything? What about South Dakota? Did she go through South Dakota? The most longest length of time I have ever driven a car myself is to Minnesota to see that Cheryl already visited to my house. I have leverage on driving a car. Yeah, Cheryl, Sheryl, she is grew up from being about 11 years old in the first photography to being 12 and a half years old about mitzvah, and then she was 18 years old. Well, she went to Nicolay High School a few times. Okay, she went to Bayside Middle School. I saw her there for a basketball game. She was in a uniform playing basketball in, I don't know, 7th grade, something like that. And then she went to Nicolay a little on the school bus, a little. And then, so that would have been a few times really, because she's not really allowed in my house because Donna named her Cheryl, and then Donna has to leave my house. But she's still there, yeah. And Cheryl left the house, but she's not really sanctioned to leave the house the way she did, is why she still keeps coming back to see Becky or see the house. She comes back because it's Moser. She comes back to see her own last name. But I did not name her Moser because she's not myself being named by Mrs. Plesko, the kindergarten teacher, instructor at this point, because she's not a teacher that way. So, and then Cheryl went to University of Wisconsin in Madison, and we don't know how she could afford university because she's not reporting that she's not really full attendance record to like public schools, like I was going to public school every day of my life. And why the same students? Because I have this I don't work for you problem. Yeah, like if you're not myself, you say to me, I don't work for you, and everything I have is mine to myself, and you go away with it. And you are all like that, but you summoned, called down the order for that I am here because Donna put a plate of food in front of me, and it's my house, and I ate it because it's my house. And you think that I am here because Donna thinks it is not my house. So you are sort of bizarre saying things to myself. You would be saying to Donna, we agree that it's not Becky's house. You have to say to Donna, everything is mine to myself. We agree it is not Becky's house to Donna. But instead, I am eating food that Donna serves in my house, and everywhere I go, public schools and beyond, you say to me, everything is mine to myself, and it's not yours to yourself, and you don't have a home. But you are skipping that Donna was cooking, and she says, it's not my house to Donna. That's how you are talking to me, and you are missing the point that Donna was ever cooking in my house. She also ate. So why did we skip the problem? Because since you don't have the point, you don't actually know who you hurt. It looks like instead of Donna eating the food in front of me, we should have found out what she would do if she did not eat. Before we ask you, if you think I don't have a home at all, who does not have a home? Because I'm not eating is not true. I am eating food in my house, and it's not in front of Donna. I have a live that it is my house and alive, and I can't get out. She's not mom to me, to you. Because you say to me, you don't have a home and everything you have is yours to yourself, like keys, everything in the houses. If you keep a bottle of water in your car, that's yours to yourself. If you opened it and started to drink it. If the car is moving on fuel, it's yours to yourself. I know we are past that. You don't have a dung genital. You have illegal penis genital. We are past that something could possibly be yours to yourself, but you want to insist that you and your penis have something that's yours to yourself. And if you are a female castration of the penis, you are a brand new day that you don't know where I live. That is as if you have a penis as well, because it is who penis Hans does not know where I live. He thinks I don't have a home at all. And if you are female, castration of a penis, and you think I don't have a home at all, you are not alibi that you are alive with a penis as well. And not everyone in public all has a penis, because Hans with the penis thinks I don't have a home at all. You don't know why he thinks that. You can't be you, because you don't know why he is that way. You are skipping the part, what would happen if Donna did not eat a fork? What if Donna did not cook food and serve herself and eat it in front of me at my house's kitchen table? What would you think? Because if she does not eat the food, is she going to just trash the house, or is she going to beat me to death? Fist in the face, knife in the abdomen, throw me down the stairs. Because that's how you know who I am. She threw me down the stairs. It's not your house to yourself, that way you are full of bruises. She locked me in the trunk of a car she has a key to and drives. As a female, she is trying to key in that she has a penis by driving a car. You're not disputing if she's male or female. With Hans, he is male, not female. And they both eat at the kitchen table in my house. It is a lie that I can't get out of my house because it's my house. Can't get out of it. You can't say she doesn't have a home. For the years I was growing and could not get out of my house because it was my house. Why do Hans and Donna can't get out? They drive a car, can't get out is not true. They parking 2 cars in the garage of my house, can't get out is not true. That's rich, that Charles Toe says, but she doesn't have a home. Charles Toe, who are you? And you are Asian. Why are you talking to somebody who's not Asian? And you're so sure of yourself after 22 or 23 years of talking to me about yourself as Asian, and I'm not Asian, and it doesn't matter to you. She doesn't have a home. You're Asian and you say that, Charles Toe. She doesn't have a home. You're sorry that I am myself because I don't have a home to you. And you can be sorry. Why is it when you're sorry you don't go to prison? You're something wrong there. If you are sorry, if you are Asian, you're not really doing prison, you're doing Asia. You can be homeless and go to Asia. You can go to airport and go to Asia. If you go to prison, you say, I am Asian, can go to Asia from prison. Just tell them you're Asian, goes to Asia. Are you from Asia? You're past that you would go to Asia? I know. Go to Asian town in America. Are you past that? Yes, but you have to go there because you could be past of everything, but you're Asian is not due to speak to me. That's when you have to go back to Asia and tell everybody that you don't have to speak to them because you're really removed from Asia, but you're not. You're segregated, but you didn't make it to Asia. We can see how far in the wrong it is for Charles Toe is Asian and he's not in Asia. I just wanted to say I don't have any connection to Charles Toe being Asian, and he talks to myself as a correction to myself. I don't have a connection to Charles Toe as a correction to myself. If Charles Toe is Asian and he doesn't know that anything is mine to myself, that is because he is Asian and he doesn't speak to Asian people exclusively. If he has to speak at all, you don't have to speak. If you have a penis, don't talk over your penis. Don't talk over your penis. Don't talk over your penis. So if Joellen has a house to herself in Oregon, and Donna has a house to herself in Arizona, and Mrs. Nida Rauscher or Mrs. Rauscher has a house to herself in Illinois, and Cheryl has a house to herself in Minnesota, why do they all agree that Becky doesn't have a home anywhere? Because I am on the outside exterior somewhere on the exterior of your one house. Because I am thrusting you that I am here. Not really come, but I died. Like you killed it, and you found out that something died against yourself, and then you went away with everything that's yours to yourself, as though you did not call me down here for the question that you can only say something is yours to yourself if you are just one who is abominating God. It can't be that you are those many of you I just described, and you don't know each other as your excuse, or you do and you just parted ways and you live in different states. But you're not myself. I alive. Well, if you want to know why you are in alive at all, that is so you can see God. You can't see me if you are locking me outside of your door, locking of your house. Well, the other way is you are not due on the inside of the door locking, and you ask the question and then you dismiss the question, but you can't and still stay inside of the house. You are consuming that you don't have a penis genital. If you are inside of the house, you have a dung genital that would alive the house, but I would not be alive that way. You have a penis genital is what I find with myself in alive. And I alive the house is true, but I don't have the key fit, because all the houses are due to lock you outside. Would you fight with me? Should we go through it? How do we go through this in the afterlife? That if I go into your house with a key fit the same way you do, yeah, but I am like not a break and enter into that the house is locked. I would not go into the house through the door locking. If the door locking is locked, I not really enter the house through the door. Yeah, well, I would have to create the house and create it locked. And I, with this part of myself, would not really enter through the door. I don't have the argument that I would fit a key into the door lock and enter after you and fight with you about the house being whose house is it, okay? So, and you are not alone in there. If it's true that Ryan Olsen is sharing a house with Joellen Meyerhoff, and they are announced married, yes, I don't know that. Let's say it's Ryan Olsen and has a house with Joellen Meyerhoff, I don't know that either, really. It's someplace long distance calling away from wherever I've been calling. So in state of Wisconsin, I called, and in state of Nevada, I called. Long distance calling to Joelle, another area code someplace. The cellular phone is already in order, so we don't know where the area code is, because it's a portable phone. It goes in a car, and you can use it in a house as well, or you can use it anywhere. Joellen, is she living in a football game stadium? Because we don't know where she is with a portable phone. With a cellular phone, we don't know where she is. Is she in Oregon? Is it, look up the area code from Oregon? Is she there? Or do I look up the area code that was given to me with the phone number and I find it says Oregon? If you don't tell me you think it's in Oregon, because the area code was given by the 6811 house in Wisconsin, and the house is not in Oregon, it's in Wisconsin. So where's the area code? You're going to tell me that it's in Oregon, but Wisconsin doesn't know that. No, that's meaning to go to Oregon and find the area code is connecting over there. I'm not going to help you with that. That is not how I leave my house. I leave my house when my order reports to myself somebody who owed me that something was mine to myself stole it. and then I have to move on and find something that is mine to myself someplace else. If Joellen gives me an area code in the state of Wisconsin and it's just outside of the state of Wisconsin, it's not 414, or it could be in some other part of Wisconsin. So let's say it's not 414, it's not my area code. So then I have to go to where she says it is and find the area code is over there. That's not true that I would. That's not an emergency to myself. No. Well, that's an emergency to herself that she is consuming, that she is there. That sounds like you owe somebody money to yourself. Well, why are you arguing with me what is yours to yourself? Because we are not in a dung genital. No. I don't have a dung genital right now. So, Joellen, you don't afford the males have nipples on their chest. Flat. Because Mr. Myroff has nipples on his flat chest. Did Joellen leave Mr. Myroff in a house because he has nipples on his flat chest? Joellen, I cannot ensure that you went away somewhere long distance, possibly state of Oregon, and you left Mr. Myroff in the house where I met you inside 6811 house inside. Mr. Myroff was inside there. Well, I met Mr. Myroff inside where you said you were going to be. And then he has nipples on his male chest. Flat chest. So you left Mr. Myroff with nipples on his chest inside of what you called your house because you said, I don't have anything in that house that's mine to myself. And you left that house that is yours to yourself. And I'm not allowed to be there because you did not offer me anything if you are not there, including I not live with Mr. Myroff. But why did you leave Mr. Myroff in that house and you went away to what you said was state of Oregon? Yeah. Why did you do that? You left Mr. Myroff in the house. Do you think that's the same thing as if I leave my parents in my house? Joellen, are you Moshe? Because you have to move the whole creator around yourself if you're going to leave Mr. Myroff with nipples on his flat chest because you don't afford his illegal genitals and you're going to go someplace else to find a boyfriend that you want to marry. But I am myself the Essex, Joellen. Well, why did you go to Oregon to find someone you call Ryan Olson? You say you married him and you love him very much and you don't want to leave Oregon or Ryan to be in Wisconsin to pay out a key to myself when it was an emergency to myself. Is that because Mr. Myroff, he's a Myroff and you can't marry him? Yes, but Ryan Olson has nipples on his chest as well. Well, I am the Essex. I would not marry you to a male with nipples on his chest. No, it would be a brother like Stephen Myroff, and he's not in the house. Mr. Myroff, I met him after I met Stephen Myroff. Why did you say your family was there all along? Well, how do you want me to help you with your problem? Do you have a problem with Mr. Myroff because you tell Mr. Myroff what's yours to yourself? I thought that was your problem with me. You tell me what's yours to yourself and you don't give it to me. Well, Mr. Myroff, I don't afford your nipples on the flat chest. You are doing the morgue. Joellen, I am the Essex. I don't afford you in state of Oregon or long distance calling away from state of Wisconsin, area code 414. Your long distance calling, I don't remember the area code, But I am thinking, what is 541 area code? I don't know that right now, but it's on my mind. Area code 541, but I don't know the number. Goes to where? So I am deceased right here, and I am pleased with myself at the end of my lifetime. But I lived a life of what looks like, when I reflect back on everything in the videos and when I talk to God when I'm alone, without the camera on. Yeah, I'm alone now, but if I don't have the camera on and I talk to God and hear God, it is a very sad pattern of everyone knows their own self by what is yours to yourself. And that is sad to me, because you don't have a dong genital. And you are trying to convince me that everybody is male. If you are a female and you think something is yours to yourself, you are a male. If you are a female and you don't believe in me, you are a male in that scenario. You cannot be a female and you don't believe in me. That's not female. You're male then. I'm done paying your charges that everybody's the same. Treat everybody the same. Because you don't have genitals in that scenario. You treat everybody the same. You don't have genitals. No, you're below that. You are racist and angry with somebody who is Asian or black or Indian. Angry because they are not white. Angry because they are speaking English. That is threatening. They are not in their leverage to know you. They are not segregated. If you see me, they are here in America. Because you don't have a dong genital, you are not all male, and you have a godhead that's being castrated. Oh, you don't have it paid for. Joellen is saying she is female, and she's not giving Becky anything that's mine to myself. You are not female, and neither am I in that scenario. You are male, Joellen. That's not true. You are female. You are Joellen. That's female. Yes, but what you did in your what you did to alive yourself illegally, alive, she extended her life. You don't go to jail, and then you're not really female that way. You are male. I mean, I'm not female is not true. I am mutilated genitals on the Godhead, and we call that female, but it is mutilated genitals of the female. The female genitals are mutilated at this time, and I am just saying it's not really female anymore. So I'm not female anymore. But do you say that about yourself, or do you just say, hi, I'm Joellen Myroff, application to work at this school for next year? Joellen Myroff, I am age 48 years old, 47, and then I am a female. On your job application that you're a female. Yeah, because I will say I am known as having been female, but I am mutilated genitals on the Godhead right now. So they were female, but they are mutilated. I have to say that with myself and alive, because I'm going to die out of my genitals completely. And you're still going to be filling out a job application at age 47 that says that you are a female. Joellen. She's a teacher, but she's not Mrs. Myroff. She's still Ms. Joellen Myroff, age 47 years old, not Mrs., age 47. Not Mrs. I will not allow it. You're not Mrs. No, you are a grown 4-year-old. Your kindergarten teacher is Mrs. Randall. You cannot be Mrs. Myroff, kindergarten teacher in state of Oregon. that is against Mrs. Randall, and you're not Mrs. to God that way.